What's up everybody? Today we're unboxing and assembling the Prodigy XC from Ride1Up. They pride themselves on their eco packaging and super easy assembly. So let's dive in and see what it's all about. Now, every time I see someone unbox, I swear I throw my back out just watching them try and lift it out of the box. So I'm gonna see if I can avoid that problem here today. First up, let's pull out anything we can out of the top. All the packaging is cardboard and recycling, which is awesome. And more. All right, looks like everything else is well tied together. So let's pull out a handy knife here. I should replace this blade. All right, there we go. So I got that far. Now I should be able to just pull this out super easy. Set this aside just for a second. Get rid of the box entirely. So there we have it, it's a bike. And I love how well this is packaged. And I haven't hit any styrofoam yet, so that's awesome. All right, seems the only plastic is zip ties. Okay, that's just covering the end of the bar. See if I can get the front tire loose. One more to go. All right, that's off. Let's see, what do we have here? Another zip tie holding this little bag on over the saddle. There's a nice little foot on this fork. I'm not sure if you can see it. Little plastic piece there. Yes, it's plastic, but that allows it to balance while I assemble it. That's pretty handy. All right, looks like we got the box of goodies here. Let's see what's inside. I think this is the charger. Okay, charger, pedals, a couple wrenches. Okay, and what's in here? They love to ship out beanies with their bikes. That's pretty cool. Already wearing one, so don't need another on my head. That's a set of wrenches. And welcome to the Ride1Up family. All right, let's keep going with the assembly and unpacking. I'm just blindly getting rid of all the zip ties. Got keys for the battery compartment, don't want to lose those. Seems they're packed really well. Haven't seen any damage anywhere. Some tape that just will not let go of me. All right, we do have another zip tie down here around the brake caliper. Looks like it's an unbranded fork, 120 millimeter. It does have pressure suggestions based on your weight printed on it. That's always welcome. All right, there's the massive down tube with the battery in it. I can get a sneak peek at the Brosa motor. All right, looks like I have found them all. All right, now it's time for some assembly. So let's break out the wrenches they gave us. All else fails, shred the bag. All right, let's start getting this headset, or I'm sorry, the stem bolts out. Last one. Grab the bars. I think they need to go underneath here. There we go. Just getting these bolts initially threaded so then I can use the wrench. Not worrying about lining up the bars at all quite yet. All right, now just kind of roughly eyeballing the logo into the middle here. Some fine-tune adjustment, okay. Okay, I'll torque those to spec once I find out what spec is. Let's raise the seat post here. Just an arbitrary guess right now. All right. Oh, I've got this. This is the light. There's a bolt here on the back of the fork arch. That bolt is tight. That's a little hard to pull out. Whoops. Managed to lose that in the washer here. And now, run that through the light and back into the hole I took it out of, theoretically. It's a little awkward reaching in there to do that. All right, adjusting the light to point forward. Just tightening that a little bit so it doesn't move around. All right, then I do have one plug to connect here. That appears to be for the Brosa computer screen. All right. That is connected. Okay, Looks good. All right, now let's take out the through axle. So we can install the front fork. It should be out. Okay. All right, now I'm able to remove the plastic bit. Take that front wheel. There's a little spacer on the brakes that just keeps them from closing in shipping. Slide that axle in. Where did I put the other end of the axle popped out. So let me put that in. A little awkward that I do have to hold that in place. All right, we have a bike. So the tires need air. I need to adjust the saddle height appropriately. So there you have it. It's now a bike. I have some minor adjustments to do, some bolts I need to tighten and look over the whole thing. But it is ready to go. After assembly, I went over every single bolt on the bike, making sure they were torqued to spec, and found zero issues. I then took it for a ride and decided to make a few changes. Number one, I added a bike computer mount for my Coros Dura cycling computer. Number two, I added a bottle cage. And then I prefer to ride clipless pedals instead of platform, so I made that change. The platform pedals that come with the bike are actually pretty good, but I much prefer riding clipless pedals. Then I added a mud guard just to keep the mud from flying up into my face. Pretty handy here in the Pacific Northwest. Lastly, the biggest on the list, I rearranged things on the cockpit. I found the brake levers were in far too close to the grips. That was forcing me to brake with 3 to 4 fingers, while I prefer to brake with just one. So I took everything off and then put the brake levers on first, then the shifter, then the grip, and that allowed me to get about 1.5 inch space here between the brake lever and the grip, which is just about right for these levers to get one finger braking. I then did the same thing on the other side, swapping the brake lever and the Broza computer, and that made it for perfect braking, and I absolutely love the control there. Other than that, the bike is set up pretty perfect right out of the box.